All you gonna do is run options and shit. So you gonna have to watch them options. Yeah. He's gonna run option on your whole fucking game. Read options and draws. Yeah, you gotta watch that nigga. No, he don't really throw the ball. It's gonna be a lot of spinning and stretches and shit. Yeah. A whole lot of spinning and stretching and all this other big shit.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Stop switching your uniform up. That shit making us desync, nigga. Just hit ready. Let's go.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Ready. 58, the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch ready. Sling.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. McFarland. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. 50, land. Right here. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. David. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now here's a pass. On first down, that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go. Get the flag. 58, come on. Hey, get.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Shift. Watch the shift. Out. 36, 30. Check three. Set high. Let's go.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Alert 3. Check 3. Wall. Get wall. Set high. Set, go.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Under 10.
On first down, here's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He completes it to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. General, fast. Scene 6. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Back to throw now on first down. This one taken in by Hester. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check safety, check safety. Kill, kill, kill. Ready, go.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Don't say nothing. Joker, 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 joker. Kill, kill. Race don't travel, race don't travel. Bravo.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Squeeze, squeeze, get in there.
2nd and 15. That'll be caught by Hester. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Set the turn, defense, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Check 99, check 99. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Hard. Show it up. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Yep. Check 37, check 37. Ready, go.
Now a give running right is Love. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Love with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Slam, slam. Check. Watch the shit. It's the sink. Pull it. Shit. Watch the shit.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back. To the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Love. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Undercrunch. Exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Yo.
Here's 2nd and 8. And caught by Henry. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Yes! 57's the mic. No, 57's the mic. Come on, D. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Silver. 57.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quan. To the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass.
Now it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike, 57. Cut. 57's Mike. Mike Charlie. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike, 57.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 58.
They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Hurry up. 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Check, crunch, 66. Slow it, hard. 6 guys, check 6 guys. Alpha, 7's the mic, watch with the 7. You got nothing today. You got anything.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And he's got brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Diggs. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Love again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Love with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. To try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Gay's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch out. Check 24, check 24.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. On second down now. It's Love, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
He's checking. Ready. Go.
On the carry, it's Love. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 13. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Down. 70 in. 57 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 57 to Mike. Watch 57. 2, fellas, let's go. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Shoot. Begin. Jim.
They'll run for it with Love. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check 3. Hey, look 3.
Now a give right side. Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch take the creep. Lock it. Tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Love. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got time right there. Set hot. 57 Mike 57. I'll get him. Get him. Get him.
This is Love. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Check. Check out.
They'll run with Love. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Ready, go!
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.